as you can see on my left-hand side, if on your left, a wonderful young man with me here today. His name is Jared. We work together here at Amazon, but let's hear his voice a little bit and a little less about me. Please, Jared, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jared Tessner. I'm a key account manager with Amazon South Africa. Been with Amazon for just a little over 1 year now, and looking forward to taking you through this Q4 Readiness presentation today.
100%. Thank you very much, Jalid. Jalid. Like we don't work together every day, and it's the first time I've said your name wrong. Apologies for that. And yes, we work together specifically with managing accounts of sellers such as yourselves that need a little bit of assistance. But don't worry if you don't have an account manager, it's not the end of the world. This is also why we have these particular sessions, as well as all of the interesting content in Seller University. So if there's something you're not sure of, please go ahead and take a look through our help pages. And of course, there is also selling partner support that's always there to assist you. So as I did go through some of the rules in today's session in the chat, here they are again on the screen, just in case you missed it. You are able to ask the questions during our presentation, but we will take a Q&A session at the end of today's webinar, as well as, of course, like I mentioned, a version of today's webinar will be available as soon as we possibly are able to post it on YouTube. And yes, we do appreciate your feedback, not just in today's session, but at all times during your journey. At the end of our webinar today, we will pop a quick little survey on your screen. We ask you please to stay until then and give us a little bit of feedback on how you have experienced not only today's webinar, but if there's anything else that you would like for us to cover. So let's go over today's agenda, Jared, and I will hand over to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that, Sasha, and good afternoon again, everyone. So in today's session, we'll be covering some strategies to get you prepared for the end of year and holiday season in the Amazon store. So as you're all aware, Q4 is an important time because we are nearing that peak season. And as we get closer to the end of the year, it becomes more and more important to ensure we are ready for the increased traffic. We have our stock in the Amazon fulfillment centers, we have our ads and promotions set up, and have set up ourselves in the best way possible for success. So today we'll cover listing optimization, fulfillment by Amazon or FBA, how promotions can help you take advantage of increased shopping traffic. We will also touch on the importance of pricing and account health during busy seasons. One of the most exciting aspects of holidays or shopping events in the Amazon store is the increased traffic that they bring. So you can take advantage of advertising tools and increase visibility and discoverability for your Amazon listings. When you advertise your products, you want to make sure your listings are in good shape and your FBA inventory is well stocked. So let's start by focusing on listings and making sure your offers are optimized.
Thanks, Jared. 100%. It's really very important for us to focus on the optimization of our listings. It's not just good enough to list, but the quality of the information, the product detail page, and the images that you're putting on your listing are really very important, because that's how we actually catch the customer and differentiate your products from some of your competitors. So Jared couldn't have been more correct. Having an optimized listing is the first step to setting yourself up for success on the Amazon store. And to best position your listing for increased sales conversions, put some thought into the details. So a product detail page is where customers make their buying decisions, and high quality listings make it easier to discover, evaluate, and purchase your products. Titles, images, bullet points, descriptions, and keywords can all help you construct a page that converts. Try to provide your shopper and the customers with as much detail as possible to help them in making their buying decision. So to start optimizing listings, first ensure that you're providing as much information as possible. Provide information for every relevant field in a product's listing details when creating or editing your listing. Think a little bit about, if you were in the customer's shoes, what would you want to know about the particular product that would sort of make you want to buy it? And pay particular attention to the product titles. They're the first thing that a customer sees and plays a key role in how products are found through search. Aim to create a concise, relevant title that describes your product. Your product images, as I mentioned, are also very, very important. Choose images that are clear, easily understood, and present your product attractively. Your main image must be on a white background and show the product fully. And if you're a little bit uncertain, you can always search for product image requirements in Seller Central for a full list of image requirements per category. Next up are the bullet points, and these should give customers a snapshot of what it might be like to own your product. Bullet points appear prominently next to the product's images on the detail page, so focused on the most important information here. You should also take the time to write a compelling product description where you should aim to preemptively answer customers' questions. Help customers find your product in searches by optimizing your product's keywords. Provide search terms that your customers might use. And don't forget synonyms, spelling variations, or alternate names, especially using that South African context. We don't barbecue as South Africans, we braai. So, more often than not, a customer looking for braai goods would search for the word braai as opposed to barbecue. Finally, it can be helpful to understand what's working for your competition and see how you can adapt. Browse some similar listings to yours to understand how they're engaging with their audience and work to understand if these insights could be applied to your business. You can download this PDF that's here in the chat and click on any of the links there for a great guide on product detail pages that will help set you up for success. And it walks you step by step through the best practices for these pages. And of course, if you want to attend a webinar dedicated to the subject, keep an eye out for our Listing 201 webinar all about product detail pages.
Excellent. Thank you for that, Sasha. So yeah, I think over and above everything that Sasha just mentioned and gender listing optimization, if you're enrolled in Amazon Brand Registry, you can also optimize your listings using A plus content. So A plus content allows you to describe your products in greater detail using a brand story, text placements, and enhanced images. You can use these elements to proactively answer common questions, fully explain product benefits, and elaborate on what makes your brand special. Um, so A plus content also gives you more influence over the content on your brand's product detail pages. Even if you didn't create the product detail page, your updates and edits will be prioritized as the registered brand owner. Adding A plus content to your product detail pages can help result in higher conversion rates, increased traffic, and increased sales when used effectively. Your A plus content can also include an enhanced product description and brand content. This helps communicate your unique brand identity and can help you differentiate your brand and build trust with customers. So use your brand story to tell customers who you are, what you do, what your brand stands for, and why they should trust you. So if you are enrolled in Amazon Brand Registry, you can also use Amazon stores to help you drive brand awareness and optimize customer experience. With stores, you can use pre-designed templates to create custom multi-page experience for your products in the Amazon store. Stores lets customers explore and interact with and shop your brand in a single destination that you own and maintain. You can use lifestyle and video creatives to introduce audiences to your brand story and mission authentically. Stores can be created without any coding or web design experience required. During the creation process, you can use free pre-designed templates and drag and drop tiles to create custom experience that fits your brand and your business. There's no cost to create your store, and participating in Amazon's advertising isn't required. Stores can help you optimize customers' experiences with your brand across the Amazon store. Stores can also present a unique opportunity to engage with sellers, particularly during high traffic events.
100% thank you, Jared. And I think what we'll do is we'll take a little bit of time. I do see there was a little bit of a comment asking to slow down the presentation speech. And definitely, I'm a little bit of a energizer bunny or whatever the correct bunny is. So definitely we'll be more mindful on that. But as mentioned, there will be a recording of this version of the webinar that we have. So if you feel like I've gone a little bit fast at a later stage, please feel free to review the recording when it exists on on YouTube, and then you can go through it at your own pace. But definitely, we'll be mindful for that. While we're still on this topic, and it's fantastic that we're actually moving over to brand registry, there was a question in our chat regarding the brand registry. And in South Africa, the participant says, we are not in a habit of registering trademarks for small businesses, but we do have a brand and would like to benefit from the Amazon brand options online. The great thing about brand registry is it's absolutely free, and you don't necessarily have to be a seller on Amazon at all globally in order to register your brand. The reason for brand registry is there to protect your intellectual property. So you're more than welcome to register for it, utilize all the tools and mechanisms that are available through. Like I said, it's completely free, but it's there to make sure that your brand, your trademark, and your intellectual property are covered. Um, so let's cover brand registry in a little bit more detail. As mentioned, free service that can help you build and protect your brand. And enrolling helps you manage the accuracy of your listings and grants automated protections against the counterfeits and bad actors. To be eligible, you'll need either an active registered trademark or a trademark that's pending registration. Review the enrollment guidelines for accepted trademark offices help page in Seller Central to find the guidelines for your specific location. If you do own a brand with a pending or active trademark and you need help with your brand registry application, you can use the PDF download of this presentation to click the link in here where you will find a step-by-step brand registry application guide. Perfect. Back over to you, Jared. Thanks so much.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So, moving on to advertising and promotions. So once you move past the stage of optimizing your listings, helping customers discover them more easily, you may want to think about offering some discounts to entice customers and encourage purchases. This is where advertising and promotions become involved. Next slide. So let's start with why promotion is important. So one, it helps you reach new customers. So your promotions will be featured on the today's deals page, which can help to promote your brand and make products easier to discover for customers. Number two, promotions are a useful tool to help increase sales by offering discounts on products. They help promote your best sellers, reduce overstock, and free up FBA storage. Number three, helps boost discoverability. So benefit from the Amazon marketing efforts for events. Amazon drives traffic to these events through Amazon homepage and via Amazon mass advertising. And finally, the fourth benefit, which is improved search visibility. Products running promotions receive badging in search results, helping customers find your best offers. Your next slide, Sasha. There you
Yes,
go.
thank you very much. It seems technology is just not my friend today. With regards to all of the content that we are focusing on today, we should have a myriad of different webinars focusing on those particular topics. So if you'd like to know a little bit more about brand registry, we do have a version of that webinar, as well as deals and promotions. I speak under correction, but we should have that there. But as we've mentioned before, all of the links in this particular PDF down in the chat below our faces have all of the relevant links to helpful guides and helpful help pages. Excuse the redundancy. So take a look there if you want to find out a little bit more information, and maybe our moderator hasn't answered your question yet. But let's go a little bit more into the different types of promotions that you can have, starting with vouchers. With vouchers, you can offer percentage or money off discounts to help increase your sales. Vouchers may be merchandised across the customer journey, for example, from the Amazon homepage, vouchers and event pages, to voucher badges on search, detail, and cart pages as well. Vouchers can help increase visibility and help acquire and retain customers. They are budget constrained, which is an effective tool for managing a budget. With vouchers, customers can enjoy a minimum discount of 5% off current site price and a maximum of 50%. To be eligible for vouchers, you need to have a professional selling account and not the individual account. Products with no reviews are eligible for the program. If an ASIN has reviews, it must comply with the following. Firstly, products with 1 to 4 reviews must have an average rating of 2 or more stars. And then products with 5 or more reviews must have an average rating of 3 or more stars. The recommended runtime for these vouchers is 1 to 3 months, and they can be scheduled during lead up or before event and lead out or after event periods. Seller feedback rating needs to be at least 3.5 stars, and the products can either be seller fulfilled by yourself through either our Easy Ship program or self ship, or through our FBA program fulfilled by Amazon. The products must be in new conditions, which is currently the only option available for selling items in South Africa. And adult sexual wellness, hunting and fishing, and gun products are not allowed. For an in depth guide on vouchers, you can use this PDF that we mentioned of this presentation to click on the Learn More button on the side. And it has a step by step for voucher creation as well as voucher benefits and best practices. With promotions, you can apply a buy one, get one, or percentage off promotion for your products. The limited time offer provided by this buy one, get one promotion is a great way to increase customer attention, and percentage off discounts can help make offers more attractive. Promotions let you apply a percentage off or buy one, get one discount to your products in the Amazon store. But please note that your promotion will only display on a product detail page if your offer is the featured offer. Otherwise, it only appears at checkout. If your products aren't earning the featured offer placement, hover over pricing in the Seller Central main menu and select Pricing Health. Next, click the featured offer section to find options to match or beat the lowest price set for your product. There are many factors that impact featured offer, including pricing, availability, fulfillment experience, and customer experience. And this is just one of the helpful tools we have here at Amazon that can assist you in your journey.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that, Sasha. So, moving on to sponsored products, the exciting part of advertising with Amazon, right? So, sponsored products allows you to promote your individual product listings to customers as they browse and search for items to buy in the Amazon store. Sponsored product ads are targeted to keywords or products. They appear above and within search results and on product detail pages on both desktop and mobile devices. You only pay when customers click on your ads. You also control how much you spend by setting a budget and choosing how much to bid per click. Since you can choose your own campaigns, including budget and bids, sponsored products can be used by advertisers of any business size for a wide variety of goals, such as generating awareness of a new product, promoting seasonal items, even clearing excess stock in the FC, or showcasing a best-selling item. Sponsored ads include sponsored products, sponsored brands, and sponsored display. On to the next slide. So, on sponsored products, these appear above and within the search results, as I mentioned, and on product detail pages on both desktop and mobile devices. Sponsored product ads are targeted to keywords or products. Sponsored products is a flexible advertising tool that can be leveraged by business of nearly any size for goals like generating awareness for product launch, promoting seasonal items, or capitalizing on high traffic events like the holiday season coming up. Sponsored product campaigns can be especially effective when combined with other promotions. So your promotions can offer customers an exciting discount, and your campaign will help ensure more customers are aware of the savings that you're actually offering to customers. So moving on to sellers who are enrolled in Amazon Brand Registry, they also have access to additional marketing tools like sponsored brands and sponsored display. In terms of sponsored brands campaigns, these are another option for advertising products in the Amazon store. So to be eligible for sponsored brands, you'll need to be enrolled in Brand Registry, where sponsored products let you showcase individual listings. Sponsored brands ads let you showcase a range of products in a custom branded display, as you're seeing on your screen. These ads are shown to customers on the top of, alongside, and within shopping results. When customers click on products in the ad, they're taken to the product's detail page. If a customer clicks on your brand logo, they're taken either to a custom landing page or your brand's Amazon store page. You can customize the images and creative assets in your sponsored brands ads. You have control over headline messaging and can make edits to highlight your brand's unique qualities. Sponsored brands campaigns can be particularly effective when used in combination with sponsored products. Another Amazon advertising solution, sponsored product ads are at the top and bottom of search results and on product detail pages, while sponsored brands ads appear above, alongside, and below search results. Combining both solutions can help maximize your visibility in search results. Next is sponsored display. So sellers enrolled in brand registry can also take advantage of sponsored display ad campaigns. Sponsored display is a self-service advertising tool that can help you grow your business and brand by engaging with shoppers across the purchase journey, both in and outside of the Amazon store. So sponsored display campaigns can be launched quickly with all creative elements of your ads automatically generated for you. Sponsored display ads can reach audiences browsing the Amazon homepage, product detail pages, and shopping results pages. They can also reach audiences on Twitch and through third-party websites and apps in certain marketplaces. Sponsored display campaigns can help you reach customers based on audience or contextual targeting. The strategy you choose will depend on your specific goals and situation. On this, for a more in-depth overview of how to set up your own sponsored ads campaign, you can use the advertising learning resources in Seller University within Seller Essential, the Ads Console, which is within the Advertising Console, or attend a dedicated ads webinar by having a look at the upcoming webinars in Seller Essential, or you can watch a previous one on our Seller University South Africa YouTube channel. Next slide. Awesome. So moving on to budget strategies for advertising. So while managing your advertising budget is important for any campaign, you should keep a particularly close eye on your budget during events. Use the budget section of your Amazon Ads Campaign Manager to see the performance and potential of your sponsored products campaigns. You can review metrics like estimated missed impressions, estimated missed clicks, and estimated missed sales, just to get a sense of where you may need to adjust. You can also use metrics like average time in budget and recommended budget to adjust your spend. We recommend checking this page at least every 2 weeks and follow budget recommendations when possible. You can also create budget rules to help streamline your campaign management. So these schedule-based budget rules can be particularly helpful for high traffic events, as they apply only during a specific date range that you select. Uh, Schedule-based budget rules are available for all sponsored ad solutions and include recommendations based on products in your campaign. Performance-based budget rules can be helpful for high-performing campaigns. They apply only when a campaign meets a certain performance threshold, whether click-through rate, conversion rate, or ACoS, which is advertising cost of sales. Performance-based budget rules can be used for sponsored products and sponsored display campaigns. So let's quickly cover some budget scenarios for events and how you might respond. So if you're spending all of your budget and seeing conversions, you may want to consider increasing your budget for that campaign. Try reallocating budget from low performing or non-spending campaigns. If you're spending all of your budget but aren't seeing the conversion, you may want to try reducing the budget and reallocating to a higher performing campaign. You could also try optimizing at the targeting level. And then if you're not spending all of your budget and seeing conversion, just try maintaining your budget and monitoring it closely to see if you should increase it. And when you aren't spending all of your budget and you're not seeing any conversion, try reducing budget and reallocating to a higher performing campaign and optimizing at the targeting level.
Sure, Jared, that was a complete mouthful. I don't know how you feel after that, but I certainly feel like I need a drink of water after all of that. But don't worry, anybody that's watching at home or wherever you are based, it is a lot of information, and we're trying to ensure that we're covering all of the different topics that you will come across, not just in this Q4 peak readiness, but throughout your selling journey. But this is just sort of the start of the little rabbit hole. You will have to dive deeper in your own time at your own pace if you want to find out more information on any of the topics that we've covered today. This is just a high level overview, but if you want to know a little bit more in depth about pricing health, about brand registry, about anything that might be listing specific, then we do urge you to go and take a look at not just the upcoming webinars, but previously recorded versions as well as the help pages. And definitely stay along until the end of today's session for our survey. So if there are any topics that we might not have covered, or if there's something that you desperately want to learn about, then give us that feedback, because it's only going to help improve what we're doing for you, and obviously make your selling journey a little bit better. So let's move on to shipping, because once we've done all of the optimization of our listing and we've run those ad campaigns that Jared was just talking to us about, we can now talk a little bit about shipping and fulfillment specifically for this holiday season. So it is very, very important to have inventory in stock during the holiday season. And while this might seem like an obvious fact, it is one of the key factors for ensuring your success from now up until, I almost want to say, the middle of January 2025. When preparing for events such as Black Friday and Cyber Monday traffic, a best practice is that you will want to be sure that your inventory arrives at the fulfillment center by Thursday, October the 26th, as an example, to be available for sale at that particular time. And to elaborate a little bit further, for Christmas traffic in particular, a best practice is to ensure that your FBA products arrive at our fulfillment centers by the 1st of December. So it's basically a full month before your products will be sold or should be sold, is when they should be inbounded to our fulfillment centers to make sure that there is enough inventory in stock for the sales that we are anticipating. So allow plenty of lead time for the suppliers, the carriers, or both. You can make use of our preferred carriers, the Courier Guy and DPD Laser, for your send to Amazon fulfillment, as they have set time slots at the fulfillment center that can assist in a more speedy inbounding process during peak seasons. However, it is always best to plan ahead to avoid disappointment and long wait times. Once your item arrives at the fulfillment center, it still needs to be stowed before it is ready to sell. And this can take up to 2 weeks if there are not issues, and longer if there are issues. And to learn a little bit more about that FBA prep and sending to Amazon requirements, you can attend one of our webinars, use our help pages, as we've mentioned, and other learning resources in Sell Essential, or watch a previous webinar on our YouTube channel. You can also use this PDF download in the chat to click the link here for a beginner's guide that includes a breakdown of the Send to Amazon workflow, as well as information on Easy Ship, pricing, fees, and more. Once you have all of these boxes checked, it's time to talk about pricing. And setting these competitive prices can help you take advantage of the increased traffic during the holiday season. Competitive prices also help your chances of earning that featured offer we were talking about a little bit earlier. So there's definitely a different, or a lot of different factors or facets to the featured offer. So let's get a little bit more in detail for those of you that I think asked in the chat. That featured offer is near the top of a product detail page that customers can buy now or add to their shopping carts for purchase later. A key feature of the Amazon store is that multiple sellers can offer the same product on the same listing. If more than one eligible seller offers a product, they compete to become the featured offer for that particular product. To give customers the best possible shopping experience, sellers must meet performance based requirements to be eligible for featured offer placement. For many sellers, featured offer placement can lead to increased sales. Because updating your prices manually can be time consuming, we recommend using the automate pricing tool to adjust prices on SKUs or SKUs, your stock keeping units in your catalog. And this can help you save time while staying competitive. Automate pricing tool lets you create custom rules and select which specific SKUs each rule will apply to. You can set a minimum and maximum price for each rule, and automate pricing will never set your price below the minimum or above the maximum. This can help you stay competitive within a profit margin that you are comfortable with, no matter what the effort is on your part, and definitely removing that manual effort aspect of it by automating the pricing. And then, certainly last but definitely not least, during this exciting time, it is more important than ever to maintain good account health. Pay attention to your shipping and returns to ensure the best experience for you and your customers. And in general, that's everything that sort of encompasses the topics that we would cover. Of course, if you'd like to learn a little bit more about account health, we have an example of what your account health dashboard looks like on your account. And to monitor this, you can go to account health on Seller Central by going to the main menu, performance, and then selecting account health. For more information on this, particularly as mentioned with all of our other topics, you can attend a webinar, watch a previous webinar on this topic, or download the PDF that is in the chat that will actually link you to a short video that covers those health metrics. I really hope that you've gotten all of your questions into the chat, because we have gotten to that stage where it gets a little bit more interactive and we're actually able to answer some of the trending questions that you have. So if you haven't yet gotten anything yet in, please take a little bit of time, submit your questions. We do see a myriad of different topics in the chat that myself and Jared will go through. Jared, I'd like to give you the first opportunity to answer a couple of questions while I review all the other topics that are there.
So let's have a look at some training questions that has come in via the chat. I'll probably focus this one on more sponsored products and advertising. I see one coming that talks to how do I choose keywords for my Amazon ads. So keyword research is crucial. You'll want to find high volume relevant keywords that your target customers are searching for. However, for your first few campaigns, we recommend automatic bidding in order to gather data on what customers are searching for before creating that sort of customized campaign where you input which keywords you want to target. And we recommend doing this for your first 5 campaigns. So use the automatic bidding feature for your first 5 campaigns, gather data, and thereafter you can create a customized campaign with your own keywords. Another one is, what are good Amazon ads bid strategies? So common bid strategies include manual bidding, automatic bidding, and dynamic bidding. The right approach depends on your goals and campaign type. Another one is, which metrics should you track when it comes to advertising with Amazon? So the key metrics include your usual impressions, click-through rate or CTR, ACOS or advertising cost of sales, and most importantly, ROAS, return on ad spend.
Perfect. I've got a couple of questions if you've got some time for me there, Jared,
Sure.
also to cover. A lot of questions that were dealing with listing basics or potentially fulfillment. If you have any questions, and this is just a general tip for everybody in today's webinar, if there's a particular topic you'd like to know a little bit more on, if you are busy doing something on Seller Central and an error message pops up, maybe you're doing listing and you get error code 5665, which is our favorite one as account managers. All you need to do is utilize that search bar at the top of the window in Seller Central, and you can literally type in any particular topic or question that you might have. I see there was a question in the chat regarding barcodes and how to get them. You could take a look at both the process of applying for barcodes through GS1 as well as a GTIN exemption. So if your products don't necessarily need a barcode and require an exemption, all those particular topics with all of the requirements and any sort of additional help pages or contact routes that you are able to follow will all be there. Unfortunately, we don't have time to cover everything, but I thought with all the different topics that we have here in chat, it's a good best practice to know that Seller Central is already set up to help you in that particular regard. And yes, to confirm, in the PDF, there should be links that you are able to click on. But if for any reason you aren't able to click on anything in there, you, like I said, you can search for that particular topic in that search bar, and it will bring up the exact help pages that we are mentioning in today's presentation. Um, with regards to the featured offer in particular, you will find a difference, and this question sort of has come up in different aspects. Whether you are fulfilling the item yourself, so you are responsible for the distribution or the delivery to the customer, either through self ship or our integrated easy ship program that we have, or whether you are choosing fulfillment by Amazon, there will be different stipulations for each of those different distribution methods that would impact on your chances of having that featured offer and the eligibility. But I would highly recommend going to take a look at that respective help page to understand more than just what we've covered today. But definitely, definitely, definitely keep an eye on your account health dashboard, because that will give you the best overview of what your account health looks like, right? So if you're having an issue with easy ship and your late shipment rate or your cancellation rate is an issue, it will actually notify you when you log in on that particular dashboard. And then it is up to you as the selling partner responsible for that account to remediate that particular issue and then make sure that it doesn't happen in the future. The best that you can possibly perform on your particular account will put you in the best position for getting that featured offer eligibility, regardless of whether you are the only person selling that particular item or a myriad of different sellers is selling it. So that was something that I just wanted to cover because it did pop up. And we do have an excellent webinar. Please correct me if I'm incorrect, moderators, but every second week, we have either an FBA webinar or an Amazon Easy Ship webinar, both of which should have recorded versions already on our YouTube channel. So if you'd like to take a look and explore a little bit further as to which distribution method is better for you during this holiday period, you're welcome to go and take a look at both of those. At the end of the day, it's entirely up to you to decide which fulfillment method you want to choose, and you can choose the different fulfillment methods for different products that you have. You don't only have to commit to one, but hey, you never know. Maybe during this holiday period, you'd like for Amazon to take the burden of the deliveries and the customer service and the return. Then fulfillment by Amazon might be for you. But if you'd like to have a little bit more control over your own inventory and stock, then you might want to take a look at Easy Ship or Self Ship. But that's everything I've covered so far in a nutshell. Jared, anything else from your side, from ads or sponsored deals or something like that? That's your forte.
Yeah, sure. Awesome. Thanks again for that, Sasha. There's just a couple of other questions in the chat that I'll just go through as well. The one was talking to brand registry. So if you're already a seller and then get a trademark, can you still apply for brand registry? And that's 100% correct. Once you're registered, and let's say you haven't got your certificate just yet, and it comes to 6 months later, as an example, you can 100% apply for brand registry after registration. So please go ahead and do that. And you can apply for brand registry with both the pending or registered trademark. Just the brand registry suite of tools will differ depending if it's a pending trademark or registered trademark. There's also a question just regarding barcoding. So we do accept GS1 barcodes, and that is required for all products or listings. However, for the smaller businesses that don't have barcodes, you can apply for a barcode exemption, G10 exemption. And the process will be outlined while you sort of in the process of adding a product. You just submit a couple of images to us, all four sides, same product, but those are granted on a case-by-case basis. And then some more questions just on advertising. So there's one coming in that's asking how are ads funded. So selling partners fund their own Amazon ads campaigns through cost per click bidding. Sellers set their own bid amounts and budgets to drive sales and conversion for their products. There's another one talking to what is the minimum daily budget to run a sponsored ads campaign, and this is 20 Rand. So very cheap. Please go ahead, run your first campaign, and tell us about the results. We love to hear the success stories. And I think there's just one more here. Can I only run ads if I'm brand registered? So no, sellers do not need to be brand registered to run sponsored products or sponsored display ads. But brand registration is required to access sponsored brands ads. and other additional features in the Amazon advertising platform. So yeah, please, brand registered or not, please go ahead and run your first campaign.
100%.
Much
The
more.
only limit to your success is the amount of work or input that you're going to put in on it. And just to sort of elaborate a little bit further, because I see a question just popped up regarding if you don't want a trademark and never required one in the past, that's entirely up to you. As Amazon, we're just trying to ensure that we're offering you the best possible opportunity for success while protecting both your interests, the customer's interests, and obviously Amazon interests as well. So if you don't want to register for brand registry and you're happy with listing your particular item that you are the brand owner of as generic, that's fine. What you might find in the future is the possibility of somebody else potentially selling your item or selling a similar item and then coming into a sort of intellectual property copyright issue. So it's entirely up to you. I think what might be best is to actually go and look at the relevant help pages or help videos so that you can make that educated decision. But if you don't want one and you don't need one or one is not required, then you don't have to have one, right? Nice, simple, and all put well together. But like I said, it's there to protect your interest. But if you are selling generic items or items that maybe you have purchased from a manufacturer, whatever the case may be, through the listing process, whether you are creating a new listing or matching an existing listing, that listing process will prompt you either for more information or if there is something that has been inputted incorrectly will let you know, as an example, the product ID or the barcode is incorrect or whatever the case may be. If you aren't able to resolve this utilizing the help pages, or maybe you've been to one of our webinars and you are still uncertain, then it's always a best practice to reach out to selling partner support. Not only do they have the ability to provide you with an accurate response within a reasonable time frame, but if there's something in particular you are struggling with, they will be able to see what the problem is and resolve it and answer whatever questions you might have. So whether you're prompted or not by Seller Central to contact selling partner support, that's always sort of a good rule of thumb. They're there as an additional support system to all of our educational processes and our tools to make sure that you are on the path for success. If you would like to learn a little bit more about exemption, I think it might be in our pre-listing checklist webinar for GTIN exemptions, as well as when you don't necessarily require a barcode. But definitely take a look at the webinars that we have on our YouTube channel posted down in the chat. So while you're doing all of your planning over this holiday period, put yourself in the customer's shoes and think, okay, if this is the customer journey, how do I, as the seller, reflect that, not just in my products or in my deals or in my ads, but also in terms of my inventory, how much stock, how am I going to be delivering it? Think about that experience. And the last thing I'm going to say, and then hand back to Jared for a little bit more subject matter expertness on his topics, is yes, definitely during the holiday period or at any stage, you have the ability to set yourself on vacation. So if you know you're not going to be here for a period of time, you are fulfilling your products yourself, you're not utilizing FBA, so there's no inbounding to our fulfillment centers, it would be better to explore the option of placing yourself on vacation or holiday rather than leaving your account active and those pending orders come in that will definitely impact on your late delivery rate as well as your cancellation rate. We do currently have fulfillment centers that are available. We have one in Johannesburg, in Kempton Park, and one in Milnerton in Cape Town as well. So pretty close to the central business districts. And through that inbounding process, when you are on Seller Central, it will actually tell you when the appointment is, when you need to schedule it through, all of this information that I'm sure my moderator, that's an FBA guru, is going to be like, you're not explaining it proper. But that's why we have the FBA webinars with the FBA team. That's it from me, Jared, before I get more in trouble talking about things that I'm not certain of.
No, that's good. That's such great top tips and advice. So thank you so much for that, Sasha. I think, yeah, so I also just want to touch on, like, again, from just the advertising perspective and the support that's available to selling partners. So once you create your first ad campaign, that's when you're in Seller Central, you use the left-hand nav, go to the advertising tab and then campaign manager. You'll then be sort of transferred to the advertising console. And within the advertising console, there's dedicated ads support. So click on the help button, top right hand corner, and you'll have access to a dedicated ad support team just to assist you with your first campaign and any frequently asked questions you may have, or if you're getting stuck with anything. There's also links from the ads console that takes you out to the learning console, where you can get certifications on advertising, do's and don'ts, and optimization, etc. And then obviously within Seller Central, we've got the Seller University content that's available. And then last but not least, we have our South African YouTube channel, Seller University YouTube channel, where we've got all the recordings of our past webinars. We've got videos that you can watch in your own time, just to understand more about advertising and the support available and how to optimize and create good campaigns. But my advice will be just go ahead, click on the left-hand nav, go to the advertising tab, click on Campaign Manager, register for advertising. It's free. The registration is free. And create your first campaign. It's easier than you think. I think just go ahead and give it a try. They'll ask you a couple of questions, and before you know it, with a 20 and minimum budget, you'll have your first campaign set up. So please go ahead and give that a try. Some other sort of frequently asked questions just on the advertising topic are like, what are the different Amazon advertising options? So as we went through it, these options include sponsored products, sponsored brands, and sponsored display. And then how do you set up an Amazon ads campaign? So the step involves selecting your campaign type, define your target audience, and setting up bids and budgets. Some steps will involve creating your ad creatives and launching the campaign. But for just a simple sponsored product campaign, you can just go ahead, create it, add your ASIN, and set your budget, and then go live. Other frequently asked questions is also like, how do you optimize your Amazon ads if you've done ads in the past? So optimization techniques include defining your keywords if you're not using the automatic bidding, adjusting bids, testing your different creatives, and then using the data that's available on your past campaigns to identify what's working best and what's not working. Another one is, how do I scale a successful Amazon ads campaign? So strategies for this include expanding your keyword list, increasing your budget, launching new ad formats, and leveraging advanced targeting options. Another one is, does Amazon ad spend filter through to Google Shopping? So no, Amazon ad spend does not directly filter through to Google Shopping. The two platforms operate independently when it comes to advertising. And then some of you may run into issues where your products are ineligible to be added to a campaign in the campaign manager. So usually there's a few common reasons why a product may be ineligible for Amazon ads. So these include policy violations, listing quality issues, or most commonly restricted product categories. So some common restricted categories for sponsored ads includes weapons, ammunition, explosives, illegal or recreational drugs, alcohol, adult or explicit content, tobacco and vaping products, counterfeit goods for obvious reasons, and any weight loss supplements and products making unsubstantiated health claims. Another one is sellers like to know if they can preview their ad before publishing. So that is possible. So within the Amazon Ads console, you can preview both your sponsored products and sponsored brands ads. This allows you to see how the ads will appear on the Amazon search results page and product detail pages. You can adjust the elements like the ad creative, copy, and landing page to optimize the preview. And then a technical one, this is just the last one sort of on the ads front, is the question is the Amazon Ads API available for access for developers? So short answer, yes. Amazon does provide an API, or application program interface, for developers to access and manage Amazon advertising campaigns. The Amazon Ads API basically enables third-party applications to manage sponsored products, sponsored brands, and sponsored display campaigns on behalf of sellers. So that is available, and you can just search for that within the advertising console, and it should link you out to the API page.
Any other pearls of wisdom regarding ads or brand stores, Jared? Is that
I
everything in
think
a
that's it.
nutshell?
Everything in a nutshell. But as Sasha mentioned, it is high level. So please do your own research. Have a look at all the learning material that's available online. Use the learning console. Use Seller University. use the YouTube channel to watch any past webinars and any video content that's available there. That's super useful and will only benefit you in the long run.
Your success is only as much as what you put into it. So the more time you invest, not necessarily money, because like Jared mentioned, you don't have to put your life savings into doing sponsored ads. You can decide how much you want to spend. But at the end of the day, while Amazon is a store, your particular selling account is your shop and you are responsible for the success. We can only impart wisdom and give you the tools for it, but it's up to you at the end of the day to actually action that. We also want to let you know that currently, up until the end of 2024, we are running a initiative, for lack of a better word. Maybe Jared, you'll have a better way of saying this, but anything that you inbound up until the end of 2024 to our fulfillment centers, we will actually not waive, but we will subsidize the cost of your storage fees at a later stage. It's basically free storage, but with a couple of extra steps in it. So if you would like to still go away on holiday and still make some sales without hurting your pocket a little bit too much, you're welcome to utilize our Fulfillment by Amazon initiative that I currently just mentioned. And if you'd like to hear a little bit more information, I definitely recommend registering for our next FBA webinar. Um, Jared, anything you'd like to say as some parting words to our wonderful participants?
Yeah, sure. I think, yeah, thank you so much for the engagement today. Thank you, Sasha. I think it was definitely a very informative session. I think, yeah, just on a closing note, you spoke about selling partner support for a second. I'd just like everyone to know that when you are creating tickets with selling partner support, you can reopen them. So if you feel like your answer, they never really 100% answered your question and you want just a little bit more information, you can reopen those very same tickets. I stand to be corrected. I think it's within 5 days, Sasha. Um,
More or
yeah,
less.
yes,
Yes.
and you can reopen them and you can request the response that you need. So please, yeah, make use of it. They're there to help you. They have access to all the tools and systems to really help you effectively on all topics. So please, yeah, you utilize them. But that's it from
Yeah.
me. Thank you so much.
100%. Thank you very much, everybody, for being in attendance today. We are at time. Anything we haven't covered, please feel free. Take a look at our YouTube channel, take a look at the help pages, use that search bar at the top, and definitely download that little PDF in the chat from myself, Sasha, the wonderful Jared, and of course, our moderation team. We wish you all the best in your success. Remember, work hard, have fun, and make history. Ciao for now.